Hey, what is up everybody? Jumping here, and today I'm actually on some Dark Souls. Recently I really got back into Dark Souls. I don't know why. Maybe it's Dark Souls 2, but I have been playing it again and enjoying PvPing and having fun with the game. Now recently I decided that I wanted to make a new build for PvP. It's going to be a battle mage, which is going to focus on some warrior stuff and some mage stuff. And I decided that, hey, if I'm going to run through the game to make this build, why not record it and bring it to you guys? Now, of course, I really want to know, do you want to see something like this, like a series? I did a Let's Play for this game a long time ago with DK and Obsidian, and it was more and less about co-op and stuff like that. But this is going to be like a lot of solo play, and you can kind of like see how my process, at least, of running through the game and making a new build. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I already did the opening scene and skipped all that, so we're just going to start from when we wake up in the prison and then kind of just run through the early aspects of the game. Now the thing about this battle mage is that it's going to focus on a little bit of faith and a lot of intelligence, and the weapon that I'm going to be using is going to be the Moonlight Greatsword. Now this is for the PvP, so the early parts of the game is going to have none of this. You might be wondering, why did I start as a bandit, which is basically just a warrior class? You know, I could have started as a sorcerer or a pyromancer or something like that, but I actually decided to go with the bandit because, I don't know, I like the weapon. The battle axe is pretty good. The shield is not bad that you start with. And in the early aspects of the game, I'm really going to more or less focus on endurance and vitality and stuff like that. And the magic's going to come a little bit later, because that's primarily going to be used for the PvP and stuff. Alright, so let's grab, we got our shield now. You can run past most of the enemies in this game. You know, this game gets a pretty bad rap about being like so difficult, and you know, people, they rage quit, they try to play the game and they can't do it. But the reality is that yes, this game can be hard, especially the first time you play through it, but one thing that people don't realize is that you can run past a lot of enemies in this game, and it's super easy. Now, in my last Let's Play I did, there was absolutely, like, I skipped all the cutscenes, I did no dialogue, but I actually decided that in this I might include the dialogue because now I really understand the story a lot better, where in my previous Let's Play I had no clue that this game even really had a really deep and epic story to it. In one of my videos I actually said that this game had really no story, and what I didn't realize is that, wow, I was super wrong. There's a lot of lore videos you can look up, and the Dark Souls lore is just incredible. It's something else, so it's something you guys can do. But tell me, do you want me to skip all the dialogue, or do you want to see the dialogue? But in this episode at least, I will be playing the dialogue, so let's talk to this guy.
Oh, you. You're no hollow, hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Well, alrighty, sucks to be you. Now, you can kill that guy if you want, but I would actually say you shouldn't, because you can come back here and get the Crest Shield, which is a really good shield in this game. Ah, I got hit. It's whatever, though. Alright, so you need to be a little bit careful right here, because of this freaking archer. And, yep, got hit. Alright, let's kill this douchebag. And now we can fight the boss. Actually, let me equip my shield. Don't really need it. Now, a lot of people, when they do like speedruns and stuff, that do like a jump attack into like a piercing attack, I think, or plunging attack. That's what it's called. But I suck, so I I don't know. I don't do that. I always fail when I try. But that first boss is really easy. The main thing about any ginormous boss in this game is that if you get really close, like if you either roll or just get right under them, like by their legs or behind them, generally you will not take any real damage. Alright, so we're going to get a cutscene right here where we're going to get picked up by this giant bird. And it's actually pretty epic, to be quite honest. Let's do it.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Well, alrighty, so now we are officially playing the game. The beginning part really doesn't count. Now, one thing about the story to this game, which I guess I never understood, is that it's really interesting the way they tell it, because they don't tell it the traditional fashion where through cutscenes and dialogue. I mean, you can learn a lot from dialogue in the game, but it really is told through the items. Like, you get an item, you read the description of the item, and that is how people figure out the story. I mean, it's just crazy to me that that's what they do. But alright, so I'm gonna go for 10 dexterity, and that is where I'm gonna leave it. Because I'm going to be using the Moonlight Greatsword, that's all about intelligence. So I'm only going to get my strength up to 16 and my dexterity up to 10. And that sucks because that's going to actually limit me quite a bit throughout the game. Because I'm not going to be able to use like certain weapons, like let's say the Halberg, which is by far one of my favorite weapons in this game. But I will be able to use the Claymore, which is the weapon I'm going to be trying to get. Alright, so let's go for a little bit of vitality. And I think we should be good. I guess I'll talk to this creepy bastard over here real quick.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Alright, that guy is definitely creepy. Now we could go get the homeward bones, but there's really no reason to do that. You can always get it when you come back here. Alright, now you can run past these guys. I think I will actually. Ah, he falls off, whatever. They will catch up to me. Let me kill this dude. Don't hit me with that. Oh, guy's behind me now. Now the soldiers, the undead soldiers, will drop like some of their armor and stuff, which can be a little bit. It can be actually kind of good, especially the leggings. Actually, these guys are the undead warriors. The soldiers are later, but the leggings to the soldiers are actually pretty amazing because they give you poise, but yet they weigh like nothing, like 1.2 I think for the soldier gear. For the leggings, that is, and then 1.4, and the actual soldier gear will give you 7 poise, so that's pretty cool. Won't be using it for my build, but in the early parts of the game, it can definitely be useful. All right, let's kill these 2 guys. Once again, you just simply run past all these enemies. I mean, you just run to the door and you just go on through. Here comes the giant dragon. Oh, if you block, you just you should be fine. Now I really actually hate this archer. He always gets headshots on me and can get you killed. So now we're going to be getting chased. But I do plan on lighting this bonfire. Alright, so let's deal with this last guy. Oh, and he got me. One thing about starting the game is that you will always have such low poise that any attack should stagger you. And that's what will generally get you killed over anything else. Alright. There's no reason to do anything at that bonfire. I'm just resting at it just in case I die. Like I said, I'm not the best ever against PvE in this game. It's just the way it is. I'm not horrible, but I'm definitely not like an expert or anything like that. And, you watch some of these speed runs or really just some of the runs to this game that some people do, and they're so freaking good. It's crazy. All right, deal with that guy. Blah. Oh, let me see if I can get a parry. I'm not so great at parrying either. Oh, got one. Yeah. Alright, let's check this dead body. Alright, a hollow soldier shield. Okay, now, you don't have to come in here. I do... Try to get the parry. Let's see. Got it. Honestly, these guys are the easiest in the entire game to parry, but if you ever want to try to get better at it, the best tip I can give you is just practice against the actual AI. You know, obviously when you play against actual people in PvP, it's a lot different. And that's something that I'm still not so great at, is just doing that in PvP. Hate that jump attack. It can totally kill you a lot. Just roll away. Leave me alone. Now you could always just use your shield and just block some of these attacks if you want. Get the backstab, yeah. Now you always want to choose the master key so that you can come in here, get this gold pine resin. And honestly, you can really go anywhere you want. I mean, there's a lot of different locations you can go. You can choose to go, I guess you could go to Blighttown if you wanted to. I don't ever do that though. Okay, we're gonna get chased down over here. Come on, bring it on. Got him. The spear guys. I hate the spear guys. They're super annoying. Oh no, I wasted a... Oops. That's whatever. But yeah, you can go down to Blighttown, or you can actually like just go down in that location. Wow, I actually was able to do that. That's actually really surprising. I generally mess that up. But yeah, you can go down to Blighttown. You can actually go to Darkroot Basin. And if you go down there, you can get the Black Knight Halberd, which a lot of people do for their speed runs. And that weapon is super cool. I was using it in one of my videos. No, don't disappear. Oh no! I'm gonna have to come back and get this dude. Maybe not. Alright. That's not too bad. But yeah, the Black Knight Halberd is such an amazing weapon. If you can get that early game, you're gonna have a really fun run, especially if you're planning on using it. The problem is I think you need a 22 strength to actually wield it with two hands, so I can't do it because you need an 18 dexterity, a 22 strength, and I'm not planning on getting either of those. So I'm going to be stuck using weapons like the battle axe and then the Claymore, which the Claymore is such an amazing weapon in this game that I'm not complaining. Alright, so let's fight this guy now. This boss battle has made so many people rage quit. I had a friend recently buy this game, and that's really one of the main reasons I started playing it again, was he bought the game and leave me alone. Stupid messages. I hate when people do that. But yeah, he bought the game and he told me like, hey, I bought Dark Souls for like, you know, $5 or something, because that's the great thing about this game, is that you can get it so cheap. And yeah, so you know, I couldn't help him on this part. Oh, what the hell? That was crazy. Alright. See, if you can time your dodges, like, you can easily dodge those attacks, and then as long as you can get to his legs, you should have no problem. But so yeah, so my buddy picked up the game, and it took him 3 hours to beat this. And by the time he beat it, like, he just was so done, like, he didn't want to play the game at all, so he just kind of rage quit and never played it again. I mean, that's what happens to a lot of people, unfortunately. And this bridge, oh man, here comes the dragon. You can watch it fly. But yeah, this bridge, whoever designed this was a real asshole, because you know, you beat that demon and it takes you a long time the first time because you don't know what you're doing. You finally figure it out that you can jump on his head and kill him, and then you know, run across the bridge and you just totally get owned. And that is the moment that people are just like, you know what, fuck this game. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Solaire. Everybody loves Solaire. I'm not the biggest fan personally, but I know people absolutely think he's such a badass.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
I don't know why everyone in the early parts of this game, they always laugh right before they get done talking. Alright, but we definitely need to talk to him so we can get the white soapstone.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Well, alrighty. Now, you can talk to him one more time, and one thing about the lore, a lot of people actually believe Solaire might be the son of Gwyn. I mean, even though this game is, what, 2.5 years old now, there's so many questions that are still unanswered, and a lot of people, you know, they speculate, but I don't know. I would have to say that I'm one of the people who say that Solaire, there's definitely a possibility, mainly from this dialogue right here. Listen to what he says.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Well, okay. Yeah, so a lot of people believe that he is the son of Lord Gwyn. There's a lot of reasons for this. I know that in the lore, you can find out that this Gwyn had a son that I don't remember what he did. He did something bad, and Gwyn made him mortal. So Solaire could, is mortal. That makes sense. And he's also known to be like a great warrior. So people will kind of think of Solaire and say, okay. And of course, Solaire is a part of the Sun Covenant. I don't know. There's really not. Oh, whoa, okay. So we need to run past this dragon, and this is actually really easy. You can get the Drake Sword this way, but if you're gonna try to get the Drake Sword, you're gonna need to use a gold pine resin right here. And I don't really feel like doing that. I don't really need the Drake Sword because I'm gonna be using the Claymore. So I'm just simply gonna run my ass off right past him. Gotta be careful though, because he can kill you. And he did. Okay. Yeah, that can happen, but as long as you kick down that ladder, it should not be a big problem, because all I have to do is climb back up, get my souls, because you want to save as many souls as possible so that you can upgrade your weapon. That's really annoying though. Sometimes that happens, sometimes that does not happen. Alright, but let's go ahead and climb back up now and do the same thing. This time though, we need to kind of like poke our head out to let them breathe some fire to kill the enemies first though. So, breathe the fire. Come on, what are you doing? There he goes. Alright. You get 500 souls every time you do this, which is not bad at all. Alright, now let's run back to our little corner. And yeah, we're just gonna chill here and let him do his thing again. Yeah, I mean, this dragon can be really annoying at times. Now, for some reason, I always run into the wall. I don't know why I do this. This is the way I learned how to do it. You can, I know you can like either shoot him with an arrow or throw a throwing knife at him, and that will trigger him. Here he comes, though. But running into the wall is a pretty easy way of doing it too. Come on. Oh, okay, I'm good. Now just simply light the bonfire and you can rest at it, and he will fly off and disappear, which is really awesome for us. Now, we're about to get the Claymore, which is by far one of my favorite weapons in this game. I really hate fighting these guys, though. It can be really annoying because the archers are annoying. Trying to heal, huh? No healing. Alright, that guy looks like he's trying to run away. Let him shoot. The spear guys can be really annoying. Let's actually backstab this dude if we can. Oh man, he's tanking me. He's tanking me. Run circles around him. Whatever. Oh man. Yeah, that's something too. I'm not very good at doing backstabs in the PvP of this game. Which I know some of you guys are gonna be like, well, that's a good thing, because I don't like getting backstabbed. I wish that I really hope in Dark Souls 2 they'll do something about backstabs, because just like when you get chained backstabbed, it's definitely really annoying. And there's some players that all they like to do is to backstab fish, and they wear a hornet ring, and you know, there's a lot of annoying things in this game. This game is not flawless, but to be quite honest, I mean, it is such an excellent game. You can always come back to it, you know, over time, and it's just such a fun experience. Now, I generally will let this guy close the gate so that I can keep some of these. Oh, wow, 3 of them came in. Okay. Leave me alone. You can easily be killed by these guys, so be careful. In fact, you can also run past them, but I think I'm going to run past them. Now, I'm going to actually skip the Hallberg. I'm not going to be able to use it anyway, so it's really whatever. Alright, but let's just make a run for the bonfire. The Hallberg is definitely one of the best weapons, though, to start with. If you have the 12 dexterity to use it, I would definitely say that's a weapon that you should pick up. You should try out, and it's so amazing, it's so strong. If you just simply upgrade it to +5, you can run through a big chunk of the game just with that weapon. I mean, it's that good. Okay, so let's come on down here and rest at the bonfire. That will get all the enemies away from us, and I will now be able to use my souls to upgrade my Claymore. I'm pretty sure I should be able to wield the Claymore with 2 hands. Let's see. Yeah, alright, so I don't need to focus on getting my strength up to 16 yet, but I will soon. Alright, but let's talk to him now.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Alright, let's learn his thing. Hoorah! And let's buy some Titanite. So we can afford 8 of them. That's not enough. We actually need 1 more to get it to +5. What the hell? Oh, I'm out of souls. Oh, that's lame. It's whatever. Yeah, we hear you. Let's see, did I pick up some souls? I do have this, so just use these up. Why not? And that should at least allow us to upgrade our Claymore a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, so let's get it to at least +3. Oh no, we can get it to +4. Alright, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to actually end this episode here, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Be sure to let me know, do you want to see this? Like I said, I'm just running through the game anyway for this new build. So if you're interested in it, let me know and I will do it. But I really do hope you have enjoyed it. Be sure to like the video for me. I always appreciate that. And you guys have a nice day. Peace out.